In this video, we're going to evaluate a linear expression with integers. Our expression is a minus 3c. We are given the fact that a is equal to 2 and c is equal to negative 4. So the first thing that we want to do is substitute in the numbers for the variables in the expression of a minus 3c. So it's important to note that 3c is the same as saying 3 times c. When you have a number next to a variable, it means multiplication. Or if you had two variables next to each other, like let's say we had ac, that would be equal to a times c. So knowing that information, we can substitute in the variables that they gave us. So 2 minus 3 times c. I'm going to use parentheses to represent multiplication. So again, a number next to parentheses is also a multiplication problem. So we have 2 minus 3 times negative 4. Order of operations tells us that we have to multiply before we subtract. So we're going to do this multiplication problem here of 3 times negative 4. So we have 2 minus a negative 12, which is the same as 2 plus a positive 12. So our answer is going to be 14. So you might ask, what if you thought that the 3 in this expression was a negative 3? So let's try the problem if we used a negative 3 instead of a positive 3. So we're going to have 2, in that case, plus, because there'd be no sign left, a negative 3 times a negative 4, which would be a positive 12. And look, we end up at this second step. So it's okay, instead of a minus 3, if you use that as a negative 3, you would still get the same answer. Let's try one more example. In this problem, I have the expression negative x plus 4a. And I'm given the value that a is equal to 5 and x is equal to negative 6. So again, the first thing we want to do is substitute in the values. So they ask for a negative x. Negative x is the same as saying you want to take x, which is negative 6, and make it the opposite sign. So instead of a negative 6, I'm going to end up with a positive 6. So I'm going to make a negative 6. So that becomes positive. Plus 4 times a, which is going to be 5. So 4 times 5. So again, order of operations tells us that I'm going to multiply before I add. So 4 times 5 is 20, and 6 plus 20 is 26.